Good morning, my crafty friends. This is Ida of Created to Create. Excuse my cord here. I'm tethered to the charger. Um, this morning, I want to share with you guys a quick video. I created a wedding card for one of my daughters who is getting married today. She has been with her uh, partner for many years, and she did want to get married, but the word of God doesn't say a woman who finds a husband finds a good thing. The word of God says a man who finds a wife finds a good thing. So she had to wait till he was ready to get married, and the day has arrived, you guys. And I wanted to make her a wedding card, but I also wanted it to be Christ inspired, or inspired by the Word of God. Because the Word of God does, when a man and a woman get married, they enter into a covenant, a holy covenant with Christ. Therefore, their marriage is blessed. So I wanted to create a card for her that was inspired, like I said, but by the Word of God. And I created two cards, and I did use some of the things. I'm having my coffee this morning too, before I go and try and beautify myself. However beautiful an old woman can get. So I did go into this swap that was created by Robin. And this was for the Griffonite swap. So Miss Robin created this, and she included an embossing folder. And when I went through it, because when I do swaps and I go through everything and I share everything, I put everything back. And then I kind of forget that what's in there until I go in and look. So thank you, Miss Robin, for this beautiful embossing folder. This has the flourishes in it. I'm not sure if it is an Anna Griffin one because it doesn't say anything, but it's very much in the style of an Anna Griffin embossing folder or her paper. So thank you, Miss Robin. I appreciate it. So I got to put this in my Anna Griffin stash because I'm calling it Anna Griffin. And this is her beautiful swap. And the swap was that we had to create, it was just die cuts. The only thing we needed to create was this expanding envelope or file, and we were to include die cuts, and some of those die cuts were frame dies, word dies, embellishments, things like that. So I did go into her swap, like I said, and I pulled out the embossing folder, and I also pulled out this beautiful frame back here in the back that she had included in her swap. And it's gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. It has gold, and it does have some white or ivory in it. And I paired it up with some of my Carnation Craft products, so I'll share those with you. One of the ones, and I didn't pull it out, is the church, and that is actually a Christmas embossing part of a Christmas collection, but I felt that it was perfect for a wedding, and so I added it here. And then this right here, this is an Anna Griffin frame that Miss Robin sent, and this is an Anna Griffin folder. Let me pull it out real quick so I can share it with you guys. It is an Anna Griffin frame. So this is called Romantic Concentrium Frame Dies. So this is, no, I'm sorry, wrong one. I don't own this one. I'm getting confused with my next one. This one was included. Oh, no, that's right. Now I remember what I was sharing with you guys. This piece right here with the oval is this rectangle right here in the center. So that's where I used that Anna Griffin die. And this On Your Wedding Day is from a set that I bought a while back, and I hadn't had a chance to use it. And these are the pieces to it. You get the little doves. They're real tiny. You get some of these leaf foliage. You get the columns. This is like an arch. And then these two were separate, and I bought them, but it's the same company, and I used On Your Wedding Day. So it's this set right here by Creative Expressions. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous set. So you get the arch with the columns. You get the leafy filigree right here, and you get the arch in the leafy as well, and then this one, and then you get the little doves. So I used from this set, I did use the doves, I used the leaf arch, and I used this scroll work right here, the leafy branch. So I used that. And like I said, Elizabeth Craft also on your wedding day, that's where that comes from. I don't have the package out. And that's what I did there. And I did add a, I just had this one. And the orchid right here is from this Orchid Flourish that comes with the artwork from Carnation Craft. And it's just one flower, and I cut it apart. It had the bigger flower in the center. All I did was cut around it and cut off the center flower and use the ends underneath the wedding plate or plot that I had there. But I love the way it looks. And the church did have the silhouette to it other than the detail one. And I did back it up. I already had it in my stash like that. I didn't have to do anything, but it was backed up with gold foil. And the piece back here is an ivory cardstock that I picked up from on Amazon. I'm going to link those things, you guys, in the description box below, but I'm not doing it today. You'll have to come back and look if you want any of those products, because I have a wedding to get ready for, and but I did want to share this with you guys before I gave my daughter her wedding card. This is not her wedding card. This is a package, also pre-made cards that I picked up at Michael's because I love the pearlescent gold sheen that it had to it. And it comes with the envelopes, and it comes with the cards, and it's a 10 set, so you get 10. So that's where the card base came from. So I started with a pre-made card base, and I kept, even though I added dimension, they still fit because it's not extreme dimension, just a little bit. So they still fit in the coordinating envelope. So this is the first one that I created, and I liked it, but it wasn't exactly what I was going for. Like I just couldn't get it right. On my second card, I want to share with you what I created. Look at this gorgeous card. Yeah, this one's gorgeous too. This one's very, very pretty too. But this is my favorite. Look at that, you guys. Right here, I did use the Anna Griffin. I used the base, already made base. I used this whole die set. I used everything in this die set to create this card front. So in the frame, I did the ivory color silhouette. In the Anna Griffin Gold, I did the detail frame, the embossed frame. And then I had, in the second layer, the third layer, I did it again in the ivory color. And then the fourth layer, I did it in the Anna Griffin. And then the last layer again in the ivory. So I just alternated the colors. The flourishes right here is that these leafy S's right here, or flourishes, are from the the Creative Expressions die set. Is from this die set. And that's where I used this piece right here. And I'm not sure if this is still available because I've had it a long time. And then the orchid is the actual Carnation Craft orchid, comes with a corner die as well. This does have a corner piece right here, even though it's not in the front of the image. So that's what I added right here to this corner. And down here, I added the one I cut off from the center from the previous card. I just kind of tucked it under there. So that's where I used that. Let me put this down here. And I did have some pearls. Oh, this one looks like it moved. I had some pearls that had adhesive. Let me pick this up and move it back in place. Adhesive pearls. There. And I just added them here. Although these were straight and the adhesive is kind of wide, you would actually be better off adding it with maybe some glossy accents and some loose flat back pearls, because this was a little tricky to get it to curve, and as you can see from getting it to stay, because it moved out of place. But I'm giving it to her today, so it should be fine. On here, this is where I use the On Your Wedding Day, which is Creative Expressions. And I love, and here are the little bitty doves. Look how tiny. There's my pinky. There's the tip of my pinky. They're tiny, tiny, tiny. And then I added some pearls just in different areas of the frame. And on the opposite side, again, I tucked in that little leafy filigree piece. So that is the card. On the back, I normally don't put my labels or my name on things. I do have a stamp, but it's not a very good one. It's not very deep. And when I go to stamp, ink transfers where it's not supposed to, because it's not a very well-made stamp. Even though I paid quite a bit for it, it's not right. So I don't use it. And on the inside, like I said I wanted to keep it faith inspired, or inspired by the word of God. So I already knew the sentiment that I wanted. So it says, "For this cause shall a man leave his father and mother and cleave to his wife, and they two shall be one flesh." So then they are no more twain, they are no more two, but one flesh. What therefore God has joined together, let no man put asunder, which means away. And that's Mark 10, 7 through 9. I see the dash didn't come in. I'm going to have to add a dash in there. I actually had a dash right in here, but once I was trying to fix it on, you know, the size and all that, sometimes it does change, and if I don't pay a lot close attention, I can miss that, which I did there. But I'm just going to take a little marker and put a dash, because it's actually Mark 10, 7 through 9. But she'll know what that is. And I printed this on vellum that is made for wedding cards. So that's what I did. And I added a strip of just some double-sided tape, score tape, right underneath the score line. And then I added my paper there. And that's what I created as far as the sentiment. I think that says it all. I don't have to say anything except congratulations, because to me, when you create a card yourself and you give it a lot of thought, you've said everything you want to say to them in that card. So I needed to make a matching envelope. I took that arch, leafy arch from the Creative Expressions die. I cut it out in the Anna Griffin matte gold, and I added it here on the flap, because it's more like an L and not necessarily a too curved. And because the envelope is curved here in the closure, it's perfect. I did want to make a wax seal, and I haven't done it yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to, but I'm thinking that I am going to create a wax seal, or see if I have one already made, because I probably do, that I can add whatever I'm going to add, you know, because I give my children money. Especially when you're getting married, it costs money. So after I do that, I'll put it in here and add a wax seal to it. So it's going to be a high-end card. And then on this side, again, I used the arch. I cut two out and put them in opposite corners. And this, to a special couple, is also from Carnation Crafts, which is this one. It's called To You Both Sentiments. So it's got have a wonderful day, to a special couple, and perfect together. So I used this one right here, and it does have the silhouette to it, and I cut it out again in the ivory cardstock and then in the Anna Griffin gold, and it's very fine die cut. It's a very fine die cut, but it is gorgeous. So that is the two cards that I created. It's that one. Let's move this out of the way. And that one. Anyway, guys, that is all that I have to share with y'all today. I just wanted to share the card before I gave it away. And I wanted to share it with you guys in case you guys need to make a wedding card or something. I haven't made a wedding card in a very long time, and I do have some already made. But this one, you know, I wanted it to be Christ-inspired. So that's why I chose to start from scratch. But not completely from scratch, because I used a pre-made card. And I don't know if I said it, but it is from Michaels, and it's gorgeous. So if you guys are in that area and you make wedding cards and stuff like that, or like a bridal shower card or anything like that, anniversary cards, those cards are beautiful. And they weren't too bad, $6, $7, something like that, for 10 cards. but I don't have to worry about making a card base. I don't have to worry about creating an envelope for it because all I had to do was alter what was already there. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope everyone has a great day and God bless. Bye.